Welcome to Saudi Arabia, guys.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
It's a place of lavish lifestyle, great music, food, and amenities. This is the line. So, for those that don't know, Saudi Arabia started working on the line, which is a quote unquote building that they're making that is reflectant mirror that goes across the whole country.
Not the whole country.
Or 120.
A good amount of it.
It's like 120 miles or something like that.
I'm the new fact dragon.
You know, are they just pointing the mirror at Yemen out of spite?
No. So it's not a mirror. So it's two walls.
Oh.
Two walls.
It's two buildings side by side.
Yeah. And then the part in between them is where humanity will live, but then the outside of it that looks like a wall is mirrors.
And you'll have everything you need within inside your area.
So it's 110 miles long.
110 miles long wall.
So the walls are buildings, and in between is also where people will be.
Like vegetation and water and people.
You live in the buildings. There's restaurants in the building. There's malls in the buildings. There's everything. You don't have to ever leave the line.
Because there's nothing outside. It's just desert outside of the line. It's disgusting.
60 years ago, Chicago tried a similar thing with I forget what it's called, but it's the corn cob buildings. There's 4 buildings all right there.
It was now it's parking structures, right?
Yeah, the parking structures and apartments, but there's a theater, there's office buildings, there's parking structures, there's supposed to be stores and stuff, so people just wouldn't have to leave there.
Mm-hmm. But essentially, the two walls, it's I'm trying to figure out in width, it's 0.1 miles between the two.
0.1.
0.1 is the width of the line. So between that 0.1 mile, which I don't know if that is, that's where life will take place, for 110 miles long.
Yeah. So, my question to y'all is this: would you live in the on whatever around the line? This is to everyone. I'm asking this question to y'all.
Who wants to go first?
To me, it's good.
No, I could not. No, absolutely not. Fuck no. You are a prisoner almost in your own world there. I'm sure it would be fun. I'm sure it would be great entertainment, plenty of stuff to do. But no. You're also you can't leave that area because it's just desert. They're not gonna build anything around it, because that's part of the aesthetic. So I'd pass on that.
It's like Snowpiercer.
That's a good way to put it.
To me, it's creepy. It has this eerie feeling of of just being trapped, like Costa's saying, trapped in prison. But I feel like it's worse than that, because it's like when you watch those sci-fi movies and they go into a ship and live on the ship forever, and they don't know reality of what is actually going on. I feel like you go and live in this line, and your reality is not reality anymore. But I also feel like it's a big experiment to be able to see if they can cultivate life like this in many different places. Not only to control everything, but to also make people forget what is going on around them. Almost kind of how people always talk about WALL-E, right? This simulation aspect of what WALL-E was projecting. And I feel that what WALL-E was showing in the movie, it has really become reality. When you think about it, we get so caught up in a lot of the things that are on the screen that we forget about the reality of how we look, the reality of things around us, the chaos that's going on. And I feel like this is another way of not only doing that, but incorporating a country into that, which I feel that I think China had something similar. They have a small town like that, that's an abandoned town that they built that has nobody there, and it's like,
Oh, I know. Yeah, so like what China did was they part of their real estate expansion is they built a bunch of cities in places no one lived, really quick, really cheap, thinking people would move, and no one went there. And now those buildings are falling because they were built really cheap. And like if you go, you can like if you go on like a rail or something, you just pull it out of the ground, like out of the cement. Like that's how like it's made of cardboard almost. It's those cities that were built like 10 years ago are now like buildings fall on their own.
huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, okay, here's a better question. Or not better question, but to combat yours, would you visit the line?
No.
You wouldn't even visit it.
No.
Get stuck there.
I would be more tempted to visit it. I just to see for myself what life is like. There'll be no roads, no cars. It is 100% self-sufficient in terms of energy.
I'd be curious if it was a different country. I don't want my money going towards Saudi Arabia.
We have an anti-Saudi in the building, ladies and
How
gentlemen.
many affairs are going to happen inside the line? Where are you going to run?
That thing's gonna be an STD haven. It almost gives the vibe. You guys ever hear The Villages in Florida?
Yeah.
No.
You've heard of it? Have you heard of it?
Disneyland or the...
It's
a requirement
near
to-
Orlando. It's near Orlando.
It's like what, south?
Not
South?
the
North-
town that Disney's building, right?
No, it's not Disney. It's not actually affiliated with Disney. It isn't close to Disney though. It's a retirement community.
Yeah, once you hit 65, if you're a Jimmy Buffett fan, you have to move there.
Hey man, come on. Hey, rest in Hey man. Hey, first off, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. We lost a real legend. Everyone go visit your nearest Margaritaville. Thank you. But
I mean, Ed Moon was a legend too.
but
The Village. What's The Village?
so the Villages in I think it's just outside of Orlando, but essentially I think it's 150 square miles of land, so it's bigger than the city of San Francisco.
Wow.
And it's just a 55 and over retirement community where people like you can drive a car, but most people they have separate they have the road, and then next to the road are golf cart paths. Everyone just drives golf carts. You just get in your golf cart and you drive, and they have little cities, little towns within. Yeah, beep beep. They have little like towns within the villages. So you have your houses, and then you have little towns, and people drive their golf cart into the town.
Yeah.
And then like they have their own hospitals there. They have their own banks.
It's
They
like
have their own golf cart gas stations, golf cart mechanics. Like they are just in a bubble. The houses are cheap too. They're like, I mean, cheap for Portland. Like 300,000 for like a 3-bedroom 1-story house in Florida. And like there's a guy on YouTube, Peter Santinello. Shout out to Peter. He went hour-long video of him, and someone gave him a full tour of the place. Doesn't look bad, I'll be honest. I like if I'm up there in age, property's not too expensive. It's a community. Like everyone says that like you're forced to pretty much know your neighbors. Like you just hang out. They have barbecues every night.
Swinger
Go.
parties.
That is the one thing. That apparently, like it's a lot of swinging is going on around there. Which I'm not surprised. Fun fact.
Dementia's real.
I'm not surprised.
Fun fact. Second leading cause of STDs are retirement communities or retirement homes. I should say retirement homes.
There's lots of stuff that happens.
That's kind of funny.
Number one is college universities, but yeah, retirement homes number two. But yeah, the Villages out in Florida.
That's crazy.
They have their like rec centers, and they just go and they do like they have activities every day. Doesn't seem like a bad way to just live like the second half of your life. I'll be honest.
I have to pass, bro.
You'd pass?
Hell, fucking yeah.
I'll put the YouTube video of the guy doing the tour of the place in our group chat.
There's a similar place. My grandparents used to live down in Hemet, California, which is right outside of Anaheim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a massive plot where just, they just drive around. They crochet. They've got their little bingo night, all that stuff. But they each have their own little house, little golf cart that they drive around in. It's just.
Have you ever heard of that town where they created for just dementia people, old dementia people?
A town for dementia people.
Yeah, it's just a town full of people with dementia, and there's people that work in the town, so like the bank tellers, the ice cream shop owners, all that are doctors to help with the dementia patients,
Whoa.
and they're trained to work with dementia.
That's
Into
crazy.
town, people are full of dementia. Isn't that pretty rad?
Where's that at?
I don't know. Look it up.
That's crazy.
That's
Wait.
pretty cool though, right?
What is up with all these? Hold up. My question to y'all is this.
This is why
Hey.
us as like millennials and Gen Xers can't afford houses. This is like all the properties go into these stuff.
Like what?
The boomers.
Yeah.
I'm
the
so-
boomers who are snowbirds who live in Idaho half the year and then move down to Florida or somewhere warmer.
Yeah, and then
Two houses.
and then our rent in downtown
Plus a
Portland
beach
is
house,
$2,000,
yeah,
$3,000
17 acres, 100 residents in France.
in France,
Of course.
of course.
Of
That's pretty
course.
cool though, right?
Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
That's
I'd retire. I mean, we're all gonna dementia anyways. So.
Well,
Well, I am.
Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk will fix my dementia. I don't know about you guys.
Elon Musk will fix my dementia. AJ.
Neuralink, right here.
Nah, I
Fix
probably
it
will.
with something
My grandma
with
had it.
Dementia X?
Dementia. No, neuro.
Hmm?
Not with your diet.
Oh, I know.
You'll be fine with your diet.
I'll be alright.
I eat too much lamb. I know I'll have it.
Lamb is fire.
Lamb is fire. Wait, how do you know? You don't eat lamb.
Not anymore.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
you act like I've been. You act
When was last?
My mom's womb.
When was the last time you had lamb?
What was that? 9 years ago?
Fuck. Now, if I take you to a halal shop,
Hello.
you're not looking at the lamb. Man, on
Yeah,
that stiff,
hell yeah, my
roast it
mouth
on the-
might water, but I'm not gonna eat it.
And then you're just gonna go up there and say, "Yeah, I'll take a falafel, boss man."
Absolutely, I do it all the time.
Fair enough. I do like falafels. Falafels are very good.
Really good. Question to the people. I just, and hopefully, Rob
Cartier Bob.
Cartier
Cartier.
puts this question in the chat for y'all. Would you want to live in a society with everybody that looks like you, acts like you, and
That's what
in
Portland
this
wants.
community, it's locked in.
So suck.
It's locked in. Would you want to do that? Yes, no, maybe so. Whatever. I feel like these societies that we're cultivating, from the retirement societies, the dementia societies, to even the Saudi
The line.
line, right? We're cultivating these things that are changing how people see things and change the world, I guess, in a way.
In a way, yeah, and
But it's also narrow-minding people too as well.
100%. And what I'm scared of is I think this might be like the future of societies in a way where it's like, no, it's self-sufficient. It's there's no carbon debris coming from it.
Footprint.
No carbon footprint, and like you'll be taken care of, and you
Yeah.
can live your life and not be bothered and all this stuff. And then we'll have people who like live on the line in Saudi Arabia, and then there'll be people that live in some other community in India, and they won't even know the other people that live on Earth or whatever.